Welcome to The Next Bloom, the podcast that explores the psychology of retirement and what it really means to reset and reimagine life after work. I'm your host, Delia Farquharson, and today we're stepping into the emotional space before retirement begins, a phase many people experience quietly but deeply. We're talking about pre-retirement. That moment when the idea of retirement is real, maybe a year away or just months, and you find yourself thinking, worrying, dreaming, or even dreading what comes next. This is a critical, often misunderstood stage where the seeds of identity, crisis, anticipation, and even subtle grief begins to grow. Let's get started. So what is pre-retirement? It's more than a countdown to freedom. It's a psychological stage filled with mixed emotions, relief from burnout, fear of boredom, hope for new beginnings, anxiety about money, meaning, or worse, being forgotten. It's a time when the what ifs get loud. What if I don't know what to do with myself? What if I regret leaving my job? What if I lose my sense of worth? These questions can cause a lot of worry. People often mask retirement anxiety with jokes or over-planning, but the mind and the body tell a different story. Psychological manifestations might include things like sleeplessness or vivid dreams about work ending, increased irritability at work or at home with your loved ones, a sense of detachment from tasks you used to care about, mild or even a little more than mild depression, and restlessness. For some, this is the first time they realize how tied their identity is to their job. And that, my friends, can be quietly terrifying. So what does the research show? A 2021 study in the Journal of Aging Studies found that pre-retirement distress often spikes when people, one, don't have a clear vision for their post-retirement life, when they feel pressured to retire before they're emotionally ready, when they lack the social or the community connections that extend beyond work. The study also noted that people who journaled, who sought counseling, or who had open and honest discussions and conversations with family or with their peers experienced more positive transitions into retirement. So, let's talk about some of the tools for managing this anticipation and this anxiety. If you are standing at the edge of retirement and you are feeling overwhelmed, hear this. You're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And I'm going to tell you, I'm right there with you. So here are some tools and some questions to guide you as we both go through this transition. Number one, we're going to name the emotion. We're not going to skip over our fears. We're going to write them down. We're going to speak them out loud. I'm afraid of being irrelevant. I'm worried that I'll lose structure. Notice all these questions start with your I statement, right? Because these are your own feelings that you're giving voice to and that you're owning. Number 2, we're going to imagine our day. What do you want the first week of retirement to feel like? What routines, people, or activities can help you feel grounded as you make this transition? So remember, number 1, we're going to name the emotion. Number 2, we're going to imagine our day. Imagine what that first week looks like. Number 3, we're going to talk it out. We're going to share our concerns or our worries with our spouses, our loved ones, our friends, a therapist. You don't have to go through this alone. We can talk it through because you don't have to solve all your problems alone. Number 4, and I think this is a big one, you're going to experiment before you exit. That means you'll start the hobbies that you intend to start in retirement. You'll start volunteering or cutting back on your hours if that's possible. You'll practice the parts of retirement that you anticipate before you fully enter it. And number 5 is you'll visualize your role shift. Ask yourself, who do I want to become next? Not just what am I going to do, but how do I see myself? And visualizing it, seeing it in your mind's eye. What your day looks like, how you're spending it, who you're connecting to, and who you are becoming. Pre-retirement is a threshold, a space between identity and reinvention. If you are standing at that edge, it's okay to be nervous. Change always comes with some amount of unease, but it's also a chance to listen to yourself deeply, to prepare not just your finances, but your soul for what's next. In the next episode, we'll go even deeper into the question of identity and ask, who am I without my job, without my title? Until then, I encourage you to take a breath, to take stock, and trust that your next bloom is already budding beneath the surface. I want to thank you for spending time with me on The Next Bloom. If today's conversation stirred something in you, I invite you to share, to reflect, or simply breathe into this new season of life. Until next time, take care, keep blooming. If you like what you hear, please join me on Facebook, on Instagram, or on LinkedIn. You can search for me by name, Delia Farquharson or Delia M. Farquharson. I'm also on Spotify. So, like and subscribe. Thank you.